Here we go, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Let's jump right in talking about iron. And if you've been following the channel or our post on X, you know we've been calling the price action for iron before it moved. Okay, as weird as that sounds. Okay, actually, you can go look at the timestamps. Going back to actually Thursday, July 23rd, we said we were going to have a pullback here if we close, and that was before the market even closed. This was green, and we stated if we close below the 20, that blue line, and a really a measured move here without getting too technical, that blue dash line, that we were going to have a nice pullback. Well, here we go. And then, as strong as that was, that goes to show you that, resistance, resistance, resistance all through here, finally gapped up. And then at one time, we had a gold circle up here saying that was going to be very tough, very hard resistance for iron to get through. Okay. First of all, you had support here. See that red candle? Then we gapped up. So that's support, support. And then once we started trading and then closing under that red dash line, we haven't been able to get back over it, obviously. Then we have the 200 here, which is kind of coming to the downside. And people don't, see or notice or want to see or notice whenever, they get sold out on a stock by watching people on YouTube pump it, or people on X that have no clue how to read a chart, saying, matter of fact, there were people, one of them with 53,000 followers saying we were going to be over 50 bucks Monday. Okay, well, here it is Tuesday, and, we're still a little shy of that. But also, if you look under the covers there, we also had the 50 that we're now not only trading under, we'll probably close under it today. That green line, very bearish, quite honestly. And then the 100, it's up here with the 200. So that added to, the resistance zone. Not that we can't get through these moving averages and these measured moves and so on and so forth. It's just going to take a little time. And not only that, I think we moved up like 60% from the bottom to the high. Yeah, almost 70, really. So yeah, we needed a little pullback here, a little breather for the stock to try to now find support somewhere. This previous resistance through here could very well turn into support. We need the 20 to start curling back up. That just between us, I think the 20 is the last, safety net, the last little support indicator zone, price level, probably around, 40 to $39. So that's my call. If we break that blue dash line, then we're coming down here, maybe as low as 39 bucks. And then I believe we could get a little, we went up, consolidated, jumped, and then, here we come again. If we don't bounce there, then we're coming down to 40, that whole round even number, which uh, kind of a old Wall Street uh, trick or adage that, the market loves those whole round even numbers. And we could wick, into 39 and then bounce from there. But either way, that would be near term. I know that's not, probably what you wanted to hear, but that's just the way the chart's set up, and that's probably the way it's going to. I'd say 90% probability, 90% odds. That's the way it's going to, pan out. We'll bounce here. We fail there, then we'll come into that $40 area, maybe 39, and get a little bounce. Not that that's going to take us to 50 bucks, but it could definitely help. Now, let me point this out. Thursday, August 27th, is earnings for Iron, and that could trump everything. Okay, if they have blowout earnings and things are looking good, and what people want to see, what investors, what institutions want to see in those earning reports, quarterly reports, is forward guidance. Okay, what are they looking at, for the next quarter, for the next 6 months? And so that's going to, play a big, influence on the market and on fundamentals. But as you can see, great fundamentals currently regarding news that has come out. More institutions are buying in and stuff, but all of that doesn't matter right now. That has an effect, most times 3 months, 6 months down the road. But what matters currently is quite honestly, what's in your face, okay? What's trading in your face right this second. And there's a lot more red on the chart, a lot more, you know, uh, bearish setup currently because of the moving averages and other things we've discussed. So we got to, wait, watch, and see how the market reacts when we come into these previous resistance zones. See if they now will hold as support for price. But guys, appreciate you watching. And if you want to find out more how to, work the charts, read the charts, and not have to depend on, people on X or YouTube or whatever out here talking, come visit us over on Patreon and we'll get you squared away. And in the meantime, we will see you on the charts.